Today's show is sponsored by the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust. They are bringing The Psychology of Serial Killers to the Byam Theater on May 2nd. If you are a fan of true crime, of mystery, it sounds like this is going to be right up your alley. The Psychology of Serial Killers is a live true crime event led by a clinical psychologist, Dr. Rachel Tolles. She's diving into the minds of some of the world's most infamous serial killers right there on stage with you. So get some answers and your tickets right now at trustarts.org. Hi there, it's Megan, host of CityCast Pittsburgh. I want to tell you about something that we just added for our CityCast Pittsburgh neighbors, our podcast listeners, that I am so excited about. So every Friday, we do our roundup show. It's the news you need from the week, a little bit of opinion, a whole lot of news and analysis, and trying to connect the dots between all kinds of disparate things that happened, but definitely affect your life. So starting a few weeks ago, after that regular episode wraps, neighbors now get access to an exclusive bonus segment in a special members-only ad-free feed. So not only do you not get the other ads, you also get this bonus other thing, more of the show that you love. This is something that Mallory, Sophia, and I have wanted to do for actual years, so some of it is hot gossip. Some of it is the stuff we genuinely tell our friends about how the city works. It's our hot tips, our hot takes. There are lots of things we think and know about living in Pittsburgh that we don't always put into the microphone. However, yins are now our neighbors. And what is a neighbor for if not to spill the good tea? This is all for listeners who really want to dig deep into Pittsburgh with me and the rest of our CityCast Pittsburgh team. If that is you, we hope you will consider becoming a CityCast Pittsburgh neighbor. You'll get this Friday bonus segment, ad-free listening all week long, invites to members-only events, and sometimes nice merch, like 412 Day when we gave out hats to any of our members who came by our booth. You also get a weekly preview of the best things happening around the city and more. It's just $10 a month or $100 a year, and it all goes directly towards supporting our tiny, scrappy little team. We are locals. We are literally your neighbors. You have sometimes caught us out at Giant Eagle and clocked our voices from afar. We kind of love it. We love making something that you listen to every day. We hope you'll read more. We hope you'll consider becoming a CityCast Pittsburgh neighbor. You can find all the details at membership.citycast.fm/Pittsburgh. That's membership.citycast.fm/Pittsburgh. And neighbors, I will see y'all in the bonus segment. This is CityCast Pittsburgh. I'm Megan Harris, and here's what Pittsburgh's talking about.
Hey, it's executive producer Mallory Falk here. I'm here with producer Sophia Lowe. Hey, Sophia.
Good morning.
And newsletter editor Francesca DeBecco. Hello.
Hi.
We love putting together this monthly guide to help you explore Pittsburgh because our goal here is always to make you feel more connected to the city. And today we are talking about one way to deepen that connection by joining our Neighbors program.
Woohoo! Yay, Neighbors program! This is the first week of our spring membership campaign, and you guys will definitely want to get in on the fun. Join CityCast Pittsburgh Neighbors at membership.citycast.fm/Pittsburgh. It's for $10 a month or $100 a year, and you get so many great perks. Not to brag, guys, but every Monday you get a special curated events list for things going on in the Burgh that week that I build, and I'm so proud of it, and I think you'll really enjoy ways to get out and enjoy our city.
Yeah, Francesca works so hard on that email, and every event she picks is so much fun. And then we also have ad-free podcast listening as a perk. And then something that is brand new, we have a special bonus segment on our Friday shows where we share really hot takes and tips on living in the city, like things that we normally say to our friends, maybe off microphone. But like, if you're our neighbor, you are automatically one of our besties. So you should join today and set up that ad-free feed so you can get tomorrow's segment. This happens every single Friday.
Yeah, you don't want to miss the CityCast secrets.
Today, we also really want to talk about one of the coolest aspects, in my view, about being a neighbor, which is the chance to join us for members-only events where you get to connect with us, but also with other neighbors who are really passionate about Pittsburgh. Like, these are some of the city's biggest cheerleaders, Also, the city's sharpest critics, people who want Pittsburgh to be the best that it can be. We are really trying to build a community with our neighbors program. Like, yes, we hope that we are keeping you company while you wash the dishes or walk the dog or like however you listen to the podcast. But we also want to connect you with other people who really care about Pittsburgh, who have, strong feelings about things like public transit or housing. Maybe they're experts on these topics, who are always looking for great local events to check out, who want to make a difference in their communities. Like, we want to bring all of you together, give you the opportunity to meet and connect so that you are part of this larger CityCast Pittsburgh community.
It's a great way to make friends. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure I saw a meet cute at one of our events. Like, I saw a number exchange, and I don't know, you could meet your new bestie, someone, maybe there's a love match. Who knows? But it's a great way to connect. And we're going to have more events upcoming in the summer too. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Our goal for this membership campaign is to get 75 new members, new neighbors. But also, I think our goal needs to be to form a CityCast Pittsburgh couple. Yes. Come be a part of the CityCast Pittsburgh neighbors.
100%. And just to give you an idea of like the kinds of events we put on, we do a lot of behind the scenes stuff that includes a tour of Icy Distilling. We went into the kitchen at Fulton Commons to see where the chefs make lots of delicious food. Obviously, we got to taste some of that as well.
Still thinking about those kitchen sink cookies.
Oh, those were so good.
And the space was so cool to see, too. Just behind the scenes, the style of everything. It was an old school. So definitely more unique site visits in the future.
Oh, totally. And now that the weather's nicer, we're thinking of things to do outdoors as well as ways to volunteer. Like I said, like we've all been saying, we want to be involved in our communities. And we know a lot of people are interested in volunteering. If you've got ideas for events, let us know. And become a neighbor. Again, that's membership.citycast.fm/Pittsburgh. Get in now so you don't miss the invite to our next event. And you can start hearing that bonus content on the podcast tomorrow.
On to the show. Every month we talk about ways to get out into the city, experience it, things to do, things to eat, events to put on your calendar. So first up, Sophia and Francesca, what are you looking forward to doing this month?
I am hoping for peace and quiet. I don't know if y'all can hear the construction on my street, but I'm hoping that ends in May. But more seriously, I am super excited to get to the 59th Carnegie International.
Yes.
If you aren't familiar with this is a big art exhibition. It happens every 4 years and brings artists from around the world. It's actually the longest running exhibition of international art in North America. So it starts this May and it actually runs for a few months till the very beginning of 2027. So you do have a lot of time to check it out, but I think the real benefit to checking it out in May is there's a lot of really cool events to, just sort of build up the hype around it. So it opens on May 2nd. So there's a bunch of events on May 2nd. That includes like a drop-in art workshop at the Children's Museum. There's a Saturday night special at the Mattress Factory with music. And I think something that's really cool is a lot of the participating artists are going to be actually at this event or like have helped organize it themselves. The thing I'm looking forward to the most is this barter event. So in the event description, Carnegie International artist G. Peter Jemison's quoted, and he talks about how the Haudenosaunee people would come to Fort Pitt to trade for goods. And so he's invited other artists to come bring their pieces and work so people can barter for them.
Oh, wow.
So I'm very excited to check that out. And I'm like kind of running around my home to figure out like what to bring.
That's so
I don't know.
cool.
I have a couple more days to figure that out, but I just think that's like so interactive. This is totally free and museum admission is not actually required to attend the event because this is happening right outside where the fountain is by the art museum. But I mean, I think while you're there, you might as well get a ticket, pop in and see all the art that's part of the International as well.
What a neat concept. And like you mentioned, Sophia, there are a couple things happening at the Children's Museum and the Science Center and the Mattress Factory. So this exhibit actually expands over to the north side too. There's also some other things at the Thelma Lovett YMCA in the Hill District. So you can kind of explore different neighborhoods and see pieces of this exhibit. And it's just like a super wide range of media: painting, photography, sculpture, video, performance.
Mm-hmm.
There's something for everyone. And yeah, it's a really exciting time to check out the Carnegie Museum.
Totally. There's also film screenings too. So if you're interested in any of that, I'd highly recommend checking out the Carnegie Museum's website and just seeing like what kind of events are the most interesting to you.
This sounds so great. I know Pittsburgh likes to just like lay claim to anything and everything of we're the best, we're the first, but like being the longest running international art exhibition in North America, that's like a legitimate claim to fame and something really special. So this is perfect to check out in May or really through the end of the year. We're lucky that it's in our city for so long.
Definitely.
Francesca, what are you looking forward to?
I can't wait for all the markets. I love May because it's the time where we have different artisan markets, flea markets, plant pop-ups, getting your garden ready. So I want to highlight a couple, but you can find a big list of all the markets happening in May on our website at pittsburgh.citycast.fm. So one of the most iconic markets is the May market at Phipps. They have all the plants you could ever want, herbs, veggie seedlings, tropical plants, succulents. I've taken my mom here for Mother's Day for a couple of years, and it's just the perfect thing to do. And while you're over there, you might as well go check out Carnegie International. So this is Friday, May 8th and Saturday, May 9th. There's going to be other artisan vendors there too. And, you know, of course, you can hop in and check out Phipps, get a ticket, but everything outside with the market is free.
And the following weekend is actually when Phipps kicks off its summer flower show. The theme is Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, which just sounds so whimsical and delightful. Like they're going to have the Queen of Hearts decked out in dried plant material, which I can't wait to see.
I love it.
And she's going to be guarded by card soldiers. There's going to be an array of like mushrooms and bugs in the Serpentine Room. They just always go really over the top with these shows at Phipps, and Alice in Wonderland is already so over the top that I cannot wait to see.
I better see Cheshire Cat somewhere. Giant cat.
Oh,
definitely.
He's going to be surrounded by brilliant begonias in pink, orange, and yellow, according to their site.
Amazing. I love it. Another market to check out is the Mother of All Pottery Sales. I've also been to this one. This is at Union Project on Saturday, May 9th. They have over 40 ceramic artists, but you can also see clay demonstrations and participate in hands-on activities. You might have seen this spot, but it's a little bit under the radar because Union Project is located in an old church in Highland Park. So it's also a fun reason to check out one of those, repurposed buildings. And then the next day, Sunday, May 10th, is the return of Neighborhood Flea. This happens every second Sunday starting in May. This will be a Mother's Day edition at Southside Works. They've got vintage, handmade wares, small batch food, just a great time.
Sometimes Pie Bird is there. And
yeah.
Francesca, I know you and I love Pie Bird.
Yeah. That's an even better reason to check it out. And then the next weekend is Vintage Store Day. And there's going to be a crawl in Lawrenceville across 15 brick and mortars. Some to shout out: Sam's Vintage, Feel Good Vintage, which is a new spot in the Lawrenceville Market House, as well as Stay Hungry. If you guys know Stay Hungry, the Pittsburgh Instagram, we love her. Boheme is one of my favorites. Have you guys been in there?
Yes, I have. It's super fun. So it's one store, but there's different shops like who set up there. So the racks are curated by different people. So it's really cool. So you can go there with people who have all different types of styles and find something.
Yeah, there's like really something in every pocket of the space. And there's going to be so many more to check out in May. Again, check out the full list on our website, pittsburgh.citycast.fm.
Well, I personally am so excited that music festival season is here, kicking off with Patonkatong on May 8th and 9th. This is always so much fun. It always feels like kind of the official start to spring in my mind. This is at the Veterans Pavilions in Shenley Park. It's a free volunteer-run festival. They do accept donations. There's tons of local bands, and the focus is brass bands and global street music. So as someone who is still a little in denial that I don't still live in New Orleans, even though I love and cheerlead Pittsburgh every day, I love having an opportunity to go hear a bunch of brass bands.
It's special because it's kind of this like backyard barbecue vibe at this event. Like there's a lot of community engagement, like social activism. They do a lot of sustainability efforts. So it's all around like a great volunteer effort and super family friendly too.
Yes, 100%. And then the following weekend, May 15th to 16th, is the Millvale Music Festival. You've got over 350 musical acts there on 31 different stages. And then there's like other types of performances sprinkled throughout. So comedians, street performers, there's a bunch of food trucks, and everything is super walkable. It is all within 0.6 miles.
It's like set up throughout like all the different venues. So of course, Mr. Smalls, that other church turned venue, and then they're going to be at the St. Nicholas Church, which is home to the famous Max Ovanka murals, like the Poetry Lounge, Grist House, Burgers Brewing, Gardens of Millville, like all over the neighborhood. I love Millville. I love this borough. It's so fun to hang out in. So a good excuse to check it out.
Today's podcast is sponsored by the Pittsburgh Opera. A lot of us think of opera as really dramatic stories focused on tragic love, and they can totally be like that. But opera can also be ridiculous and fun, and that is exactly what to expect from their next show. The Pittsburgh Opera is presenting Verdi's Falstaff. If you have not seen it, Falstaff is considered one of the best-known comedic operas of all time. The music really matches the mischief. It's based on The Merry Wives of Windsor by William Shakespeare, and you're going to follow Sir John Falstaff's attempts to woo 3 women with identical love letters. Honestly, I think Falstaff would have loved online dating. The show runs April 28th to May 3rd, and each performance has English subtitles projected above the stage. So you're always going to know what's going on, though I have been to their shows like this. The performers do such a great job of depicting the action. If you look away, you're still going to know what's up. You have 3 chances to catch the show: April 28th, May 1st, and May 3rd. And a big bonus for that May 3rd matinee, the Pittsburgh Opera is providing free childcare. Such a game changer. Tickets to Falstaff start at just $20 with all kinds of discounts for kids, teens, students, seniors, military service members, and more. You can learn more at pittsburghopera.org/citycast. Pittsburgh Opera, where can we take you?
Today's show is brought to you by City Theater and their production of Hedwig and the Angry Inch. This Tony Award-winning musical follows the life, loves, and heartbreaks of the legendary Hedwig, an East German rock and roll goddess. I have been meaning to see this musical forever. I know it's got a huge cult following, but the last time City Theater put on the show was in 2003. So I am very thrilled they're reviving it. It's exciting for people like me who get to check it out for the very first time, and all the so-called heads out there who will now get a chance to re-experience the show right here in Pittsburgh. Hedwig and the Angry Inch is running from May 12th to June 7th at the Greer Cabaret downtown, and it's being presented in partnership with the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust. You do not want to miss this beloved, fierce, and energetic show. Tickets available at citytheatercompany.org. Okay, moving on to food and drink recommendations. What are you all looking forward to eating and drinking this month?
I'm super excited for the return of Food Truck Fridays at Allegheny River Trail Park in Aspinwall.
I love this park. It's one of my favorites in Pittsburgh.
I know, me too. The riverfront is just so beautiful. It's so peaceful. The OGs listeners will remember me talking about Farmer Baker over here all the time. I'm so sad that they're gone, but this is a great, sort of similar vibe. So they set up food trucks. Chase Brewing brings craft beer. There's some family-friendly programming. And it kicks off on May 15th with El Sabor Latin Kitchen. Plus, if you can't make it on Fridays, they're also doing coffee pop-ups with Sprig Coffee Co. on Saturdays and Sundays in May. So, go get a latte, sit by the Allegheny. And of course,
there's swings near the water sometimes too. That's my favorite.
Oh, I know.
Hate the playground though. I don't like that the slides are feet.
People who haven't been will be so confused about the slides being feet, but just go see it for yourself. You'll
go
see.
to a Food Truck Friday and then tell me if you like them or not.
I do. I also really love this spot. And I love that in Pittsburgh, you can be by the waterfront downtown and get the skyscrapers and the real urban riverfront vibes. And then you could also go to Allegheny Riverfront Park and it feels much more scenic and it's a lot grassier and you can really get whatever kind of experience you're looking for. I just love how many options there are here.
Yes. And if you're a kayaker, you can go to the launch there. It's just super peaceful vibes.
Yes. And I will say the first time I checked out a Food Truck Friday was in August, and it was a little bit unbearably hot. So I feel like May is the key time to go. Like if you don't want to get sunburned, if you don't want to just be covered in a sheen of sweat waiting in line for your taco, this is the season to check it out.
Yes.
Good tip.
Mallory, how about you?
I'm also going to go with the it's great this season is starting back up again recommendation, which is farmers market season.
Yes.
Farmers markets are going to be popping up all around town. The city farmers market season starts Sunday, May 12th. They've got markets in Squirrel Hill, Carrick, the North Side, and Allegheny Commons Park. And then this year they've got a farm stand in East Liberty. But, outside of just the city ones, there are so many options. We on the show are always plugging the Bloomfield Farmers Market. I feel like that's kind of the most famous one in the city.
I think that's because it's also pretty big and everything too. And just the food vendors are so great. And it's so much fun because it's like a pretty dog friendly space, and people generally bring their dogs who are I feel like people who bring their dogs there are well trained, so it's really cute to see all the dogs running up and trying to make friends.
I often bring my dog, but then it's always such a fight because there's the one corner where they have gyro meat that they're scraping.
Oh yes, and they give very generous samples.
Yes, and she just digs in her paws, and it's a real. I've built some strong arm muscles trying to drag her away from the meat. But yeah, Bloomfield Market A+. I also would highly recommend going to the downtown farmers market in Market Square this year. That's every Thursday starting May 14th because the draft is over, but the hope is that some of the nice, shiny new things we got because of the draft are here for us to enjoy in perpetuity. Market Square got this really nice renovation. I was just there the other day, and there's beautiful shading now. The ground is so much smoother and easier to navigate. Cars can still go through, but they can't go through as much. And so I think if you want to benefit from what the city did to prepare for the draft, definitely go to the Market Square Farmers Market.
I have one more to add to this recommendation. Southside has a new market that actually just started last fall at Vellum Fermentation. It happens every Sunday starting May 10th. I haven't been yet, but I have seen pictures and it looks so great. Local makers, fresh food, live music, of course, produce, fresh flowers, coffee, all the good stuff. So go spread some love to this new market. I think we should all, get our way over across the Mon.
Yeah, that is a great tip, Francesca. Visit Pittsburgh. I want to shout them out. They have a really good roundup of all of the markets that you can see. And also, if you are wondering, if you're a little nervous about the best way to see and be seen in a farmer's market, can you haggle or no?
No, the answer is no.
No.
Yes. No haggling. If your dog poops, please pick it up. That was a thing we didn't realize some people need to be told, but apparently they do because we have this great etiquette guide to the farmer's market that we recorded a couple years ago. We will link to that one in our show notes. Some things that actually are really helpful for navigating the farmer's market and getting the most out of your experience. So check that out, tune in, and happy spring harvest shopping.
Well, I'm going to take us from fresh veggies to meat because I have a new favorite hot dog place. $1 hot dogs at Lorelei and East Liberty. That's for their Mid-Century Mondays. This is a new program they started up, I think, just a few weeks ago.
I've been putting this in the newsletter, Sophia. I'm so glad you checked it out.
It's fantastic. So it is a scaled back menu. So all they're serving is just the hot dogs, but they're pretty good. I really liked it when I went. They do have a condiment bar, and they had relish, ketchup, obviously, mustard, a few types of barbecue sauce, a sweet Thai chili sauce. My friend went another week and there was kimchi at the topping bar.
Ooh.
So a $1 hot dog can still be dressed up. And then there's no cocktails. It's just beer and wine. But it's still a very good time. There's live music from the Pleak Tones.
And it's 60s jazz vibes, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. My tip is that it does get pretty loud in there with the music. So I was able to go into their wine room and sit and have a conversation where, I could hear my friends a little more clearly. So maybe just ask the person there if that's okay, if the spots are filling up and it's a little loud for you. But I think it's so much fun and just a cool way to get more people in the door on what is generally a slower day for restaurants. I mean, a lot of places are also closed. So if you're looking for a cheap meal out, I highly recommend Lorelei.
I mean, $1 dogs in this economy, that's great.
I know. I had 3 of them last time.
And then use the money you save on those dogs to become a CityCast Pittsburgh neighbor. Membership.citycast.fm/Pittsburgh.
There you go.
CityCast Pittsburgh is sponsored today by Window Nation. If you're a regular CityCast Pittsburgh listener, then you know we have been absolutely delighted by Pittsburgh spring. It is so nice to see the trees turn green, get that afternoon breeze. It's been such a long winter. But to really make the most of this season, you probably want some nice windows. Maybe yours get stuck. Maybe they are starting to leak. Maybe you just want a refresh. Window Nation's running their The More You Buy, The More You Save sale, which could save you up to 50% off all the windows for your home, along with 0% financing for 5 years. When you buy with Window Nation, you get to pick from over 1,500 styles and colors. Dang. And they're all custom built. They come out to measure your windows so they fit right the first time, and the installation crews are truly professionals. The crew leaders have over a decade of experience, and the installation all happens in one day. And if anything does end up going wrong, you are protected with a lifetime warranty. So hurry, the sale ends soon. Schedule a fast, free consultation now at windownation.com.
All right, last up, some fun events to mark your May calendar for. Sophia Francesca, where are you going to be this month?
Well, tomorrow is May Day, so there's a bunch of May Day rallies, marches, all sorts of events. There is a march that kicks off 5:30 at the United Steelworkers Building, so that's downtown. It's organized by a bunch of organizations, including Casa San Jose, One Hood, Asian Pacific American Labor Alliance, and the Labor Council for Latin American Advancement. And anyone can join in, bring your friends, families, coworkers. And then if you're busy, though, on the Friday or can't make it, Polish Hill is also doing a May Day parade on May 2nd. There's also a potluck element. Like, this is very community-centric. So it sounds really fun. That's happening, rain or shine. The flyer also says come in costume. So maybe you'll see some people with cool fits.
Yes, the Polish Hill May Day Parade is really iconic.
Yeah, it's a must-do for Pittsburghers at least once. Just a really iconic community event. And reminder, May Day is a celebration of workers' rights. We are a union town. Let's get out there and celebrate.
And you can keep the celebration going because May 3rd is Marathon Day here in Pittsburgh.
Oh, yes.
When I first moved back to Pittsburgh, I did not think I would ever be promoting the marathon as a fun thing to do and check out. I was kind of a hater. I understood participating. I did not understand why you would want to just stand on the sidelines and watch other people run. And I have truly been converted. And a lot of the credit for that goes to one of CityCast Pittsburgh's founding members, Erin L. She and her crew always hand out Twizzlers on the Birmingham Bridge, and they invited the CityCast team a couple years ago to do it with them. It was so much fun, giving people like a little sugar boost and a little bit of encouragement midway through the race is a great time. And so I would recommend going to cheer folks on the Birmingham Bridge or really anywhere along the route is actually a blast.
Yeah, it was really fun. I loved seeing everybody out there. Like, we kind of caught them towards the end. I feel like they were like hot and sweaty and they really needed that boost of encouragement. So yeah, definitely go on, cheer on our runners or walkers. You can walk too.
Yes, I aspire to maybe walk the marathon one day. I don't think running is on my list of aspirations. There's also a free expo in the convention center downtown on Friday and Saturday before the marathon. It's where people come pick up their race bibs, but there's like lots that you can look at and check out if you're just a member of the general public. So this is something that our host Megan Harris recommends going to. She says it's like one of the best parts of the marathon. So you can really like pack your weekend with marathon related events.
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of free merch that is given out to the runners and probably the general public too. I imagine like free water bottles, that kind of stuff. One thing I think is super cool is Ravioli. That's happening at Spirit on May 8th. This is a special edition of Spaghetti Disco, if you're familiar with that. It is a dance party, and at midnight, they give out free spaghetti. This edition, they are giving out free ravioli at midnight.
I'm obsessed with this name. This is amazing.
I think they should change it to just ravioli because that is just too good. But if you really love dancing and getting Italian food, you can also go to Driftwood After Dark, happening on the same night. So, you know, they're both in Lawrenceville. You can pop from one to the other. Driftwood After Dark is this new thing that Driftwood Oven, the pizza place, is hosting. So they've got house music, pizza slices, and their drink specials. It's free entry if you RSVP, but, you know, I just love food and dancing. This sounds like a blast.
Say no more.
Yes. Something I'm looking ahead to, of course, is Mother's Day on May 10th. There are lots of different ways to celebrate Mother's Day in Pittsburgh, to celebrate the mother or mother figure in your life. I recommend a Mother's Day drag brunch. I took my daughter to one at Trace Brewing last year, and it truly was one of the highlights of my year.
I love that.
Yeah, she gave out dollar bills. I don't think she fully understood why, because she was less than 2 years old at the time, but it was really delightful. So, you know, that's always an option. And then one thing I had my eye on this year is there's a Mother's Day brunch at Bottle Rocket. Like, Bottle Rocket does not host brunch a ton, so they said...
Wait, they serve hot dogs. Are they doing hot dog brunch?
Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your mileage, they are not doing hot dog brunch. They're going to have breakfast sandwiches from their Bottle Dogs cart.
Ooh, hot dog adjacent brunch.
Adjacent.
Yes.
I guess I don't actually know how they define a breakfast sandwich. Maybe there will be like a hot dog mashed
It might
with
as well just be
avocado
bacon
or something.
Like,
yeah.
It's in the same family.
But they are kind of playing up the fact that it is very rare to have a brunch event at Bottle Rocket. So this is a cool opportunity. The event description says they will be playing mom-friendly music, LOL. But so favorites like Stevie Wonder and Luther Vandross. So this sounds like a great time. And then I am not the world's biggest fan of the zoo, but I know a lot of people are. So I think it's worth pointing out that admission at the Pittsburgh Zoo is free for mothers of all generations on Mother's Day when accompanied by their children. So I'm sorry, I don't think you can just show up and like honor system say you've got a little one at home and get your free admission. But that's something to check out on the day of too.
I love these from the mama on our team. I am hoping to make my way over to Greenfield for this blooming local block party. It's happening on May 16th. It's with the Greenhouse Co-op, which if you haven't been, it's a plant shop and cider spot.
I've been meaning to get there. I keep going to like their pop-ups and seeing them around. I've bought plants from them so often, but haven't been to like the store itself.
Yeah, it's a really cool concept. Also, a part of organizing this is Alternate Histories. Matt has really cool art. You should visit his studio. You may have seen him around at different pop-ups and stuff, but he kind of specializes in these like sort of sci-fi monster overlays of like Pittsburgh. So it's like a skyline of Pittsburgh and you have like this giant monster. Like it's really neat. It's fun. Anyways, there's going to be vendors, of course, plants, ceramics, music. Pittsburgh Center for Creative Reuse is going to lead some craft workshops. And then there will be the La Palapa taco truck. A good opportunity to go out and explore Greenfield for sure.
Definitely.
And then one last one towards the end of the month, May 30th and 31st, is River Life's Chalk Fest at Allegheny Landing on the North Shore. Guys, this is so fun. Chalk artists come and they do these amazing works of art on the pavement. And I mean, it really like runs the gamut of like topics like of the art. But I remember last year someone did a Gus and Yaya's truck, which like just has me
incredible.
It just has me so in my emotions. But you can see all sorts of art and it is stunning. Like especially those sort of ones that make you.
It plays with perspective a lot. Like some of them, like if you look at the chalk art head on versus move to the side, like it looks really different. So that's a super cool element too.
Yeah, it's really cool. And a good opportunity to check out some of those improvements over there on the North Shore. Lots of fun. A great way to wrap up the month of May.
And if you're looking for more to do during May, reminder that one of our neighbors' perks is that exclusive members only events email that drops in your inbox on Monday. So if you want to sign up, join our membership program at membership.citycast.fm/Pittsburgh.
That's all for today here on CityCast Pittsburgh. One more plug to become a CityCast Pittsburgh neighbor. Not only do you get all the great perks we talked about in the episode, but if you become a member during this campaign, you get a fun yellow pennant that says, "I live here on purpose." It is the perfect spring decor for your home. You can sign up at membership.citycast.fm/Pittsburgh. And thank you so much to all of our neighbors. We would not be here. We could not keep doing this show and this newsletter without you. We appreciate your support so much. We will be back tomorrow with more from around the city. Talk to you then.
Again, check out the full list on our website, Pittsburgh at citycast.fm.
That's not
our
our website.
email address.
That's our email.